Hey guys, how you doing? It's Charlie. Welcome to the lesson. We're having a little look at scales today. This is level 5, session 1. So where we start to move on to investigating scales. In particular, we're going to start with the major scale. The major scale is the kind of groundwork, the foundation of absolutely everything in kind of Western harmony, really. Everything from building your chords to explain about songwriting, to riffs, to improvising, making up solos, understanding kind of more advanced theoretical concepts, everything. It's kind of like, for me, it was always just the groundwork. So I like to start with it. Now, I'm going to show you how to play an octave of the major scale. It's a little bit trickier than usual because of the nature of the major scale. If you want to learn to play it, great, we can have something to play. If you don't, just try and sit back and take in the information from the major scale, because then from there we're going to use that information to then learn about the pentatonic scales, sort of within this level. So it should hopefully be useful and something worth knowing about. Anyway, the major scale, as it is made up of 7 notes. I'm going to play it for you. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our 8th note is what we call the octave. Okay, it's where the first note is repeated again. So it's like the cycle starts again. In this particular example, we're using A major scale. So we get the notes A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. If I kept on ascending the scale, as in going up in pitch, I would just hit the same notes but higher. B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. You get the picture. So that's all it is. It is just 7 notes, but those notes can be repeated all over the neck. Really testing me now. Yeah, so they can be repeated in any order over the neck. You know, I could play them here, or I could play them here. Exactly the same notes. Okay, it's just in terms of finding different positions to play them, and that's something that comes important later. So we'll go through it and we'll play an octave of it if you want to join in. It's good as a technical exercise anyway, and then from there we're going to add and subtract notes and sharpen and all that sort of stuff to bring you all the other scales. So we're starting in A, so we'll start with the open 5th string. Okay, so that's your A, that's your first note. You're going to play B at the 2nd fret of the 5th string, okay? Then you're going to play C sharp, the 3rd note, on the 4th fret of the 5th string. Your next note is then an open D, okay, that's open 4th string. E is positioned at 2nd fret 4th string. F sharp is on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Then you're going to have to stretch a bit back to get the G sharp at 1st fret 3rd string. And then, and then your middle finger plays the octave, the A. Remember how that's the first note again. So you've kind of done a cycle, if you like, of the scale. So it's A, B, 2nd fret, C sharp, 4th fret. Open 4th is D. E is 2nd fret. F sharp is 4th fret. G sharp is 1st fret. And then the A again at 2nd fret there. All right? So those are your 7 notes. Okay? Now, if nothing else, just use those notes to learn about just going as a good technical thing, okay? To climb up and then see if you can climb down again. Like that, okay? Now, that is A major scale. It's not an A major chord. An A major chord is this. A chord is made up of different notes, okay? But a scale is just literally an exercise going from the first one to the 7th or the 8th, showing you all the ones that there are. That's all the major scale is. It's no more than that. If someone wants a major chord, they want you to play a block of notes at the same time. Okay, so it's lots of terms that get bounded around in the guitar world, but try and pin these things down early on. So things to remember first of all about the scale. Also, it's worthy at the moment just to take note of the fact that we've got 7 notes and just naming them. First note, 2nd note, 3rd note, 4th note, 5th note, 6th note, 7th note, okay? You don't necessarily need to know the names, like I've got a C sharp here and an F sharp here, here rather. Okay, now that sounds like complete, we haven't got onto that kind of sharps and flats thing. You don't need to worry about it yet. It's not that important yet. It will be, but it's not yet, okay? So just label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for now, okay? And then, to give you an example, what we're going to do later on is take, is just to quieten it down a bit. We're going to go, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. And and that gives us a major pentatonic scale. Okay, so it's ways in of just looking at what we've already got, the major scale, and then shortening it a bit and we get the pentatonic, or flattening some notes and we get the natural minor scale, or flattening some notes and taking some away and we get the minor pentatonic, and all these little things that creep in. I think it's important to try and do that before we leap into kind of pentatonic shapes and all that business, right? So first thing to do really is to try the shape, give it a go. If it's too tricky, I totally understand. It's, you know, it's a difficult thing with crossing strings, but do give it a try. I think you know, you surprise yourself a lot of the time. You can manage these things. Remember that we've got 7 notes of the scale, of the major scale, okay? And that these notes are just notes that appear, can appear anywhere over the neck, okay? As long as a scale is just them in order, that's what a scale is, okay? So see if you can just get those things, basic things down, and in the next lesson we'll be looking at the pentatonics and what we do to the major scale to change them to the pentatonics. Alright guys, enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.